Welcome to Barbaras Bulletin. I'm your host, Barbara. Today, we're focusing on a critical situation unfolding in Haiti, where the United Nations Secretary General has made an urgent visit amidst escalating violence and displacement. According to reports from the UN and various news outlets, Haiti is experiencing its worst displacement crisis, with over 300 people forced to flee their homes due to gang violence. The recent visit by the UN Secretary General aimed to assess the situation on the ground and discuss potential solutions with Haitian officials. During his trip, he visited the headquarters of a new gang suppression force, which has been established to help combat the growing insecurity in the country. This force, comprising troops from several countries including Jamaica, Chad, El Salvador, and Guatemala, is expected to work closely with Haiti's national police and armed forces. The Secretary General also met with Prime Minister Alex Didier Fils-Aimé, emphasizing the need for improved security to facilitate elections and restore democratic rule in Haiti. The country has been without a president since the assassination of Jovenel Moise in July 2021. Furthermore, he visited a makeshift shelter housing over 200 people who have been displaced by gang violence, listening to their stories and concerns about safety, privacy, and access to basic necessities. Human Rights Watch has urged the UN to take decisive action to protect the population and address the root causes of violence and human rights abuses. The situation in Haiti is complex and multifaceted, requiring a comprehensive approach that involves both international support and domestic reforms. As we continue to monitor developments in Haiti, it's essential to consider the perspectives of all stakeholders involved, from the Haitian government and international organizations to the citizens directly affected by the crisis. Finding a sustainable solution will require careful consideration of the country's history, political landscape, and socioeconomic challenges. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Barbaras Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbaras Bulletin. We're diving into a fascinating story about community-led conservation efforts in northeast India, where local residents are taking charge to protect the marbled cat, one of Asia's most poorly studied small wild cat species. This initiative is a shining example of how grassroots movements can make a significant impact on wildlife preservation. The marbled cat, widely distributed across South and Southeast Asia, has long been overlooked in research, with much of what we know about it coming from camera trap records. However, conservationists with the Eastern Himalayas Marbled Cat Project have been working tirelessly to change this narrative. By engaging local communities, particularly youth and hunters, in their research and awareness programs, they've successfully sensitized people living near the cat's habitat to the importance of conservation. One notable achievement is the declaration of a community-conserved area for marbled cats in Arunachal Pradesh's Lokpeng village, where hunting is now prohibited. Similarly, residents in Nagaland's Habamlo village have passed a resolution banning hunting and established anti-poaching camps. These efforts demonstrate the power of community-led initiatives in protecting endangered species. It's heartening to see local communities taking ownership of conservation, recognizing the need to balance traditional practices with the imperative to protect wildlife. As one resident aptly put it, while the first respect local traditions, it's equally important to recognize the need to protect every species in our forests and reduce hunting. By promoting ecotourism and alternative livelihoods, these communities are paving the way for a more sustainable future. As we explore the complexities of human-wildlife conflict and conservation, it's essential to acknowledge the successes of community-driven initiatives. By empowering local stakeholders, we can create a ripple effect of positive change, ultimately benefiting both humans and animals. Welcome back to the show, folks. As we wrap up today's episode of Barbaras Bulletin, I want to bring you a critical update on the ongoing developments between the United States and Iran. Recent reports indicate that both nations have agreed upon a memorandum of understanding, marking a significant step towards ending their long-standing conflict. According to the details emerging from this agreement, both countries have pledged to cease all hostilities immediately, with the U.S. committing to lift its naval blockade against Iran within 30 days and restore traffic to pre-war levels. Furthermore, the Islamic Republic of Iran has agreed to ensure the safe passage of merchant ships through the Persian Gulf and the Sea of Oman. One of the most notable aspects of this memorandum is the commitment by the United States to provide a comprehensive plan for the economic rehabilitation and development of Iran, with financing projected to be at least $300 billion. Additionally, there is an agreement to end all U.S. sanctions on Iran, including those imposed by the United Nations Security Council and the International Atomic Energy Agency. It's also worth noting that Iran has reiterated its stance on never producing nuclear weapons, and both parties have agreed to maintain the status quo regarding Iran's nuclear program until a final agreement is reached. In related news, Iran has announced plans to resume its oil exports, with the U.S. Treasury Department set to issue waivers for these transactions. This move is expected to have significant implications for global energy markets. As we analyze this critical development, it's essential to consider the broader geopolitical landscape and how this agreement might impact regional stability and international relations. While there are many reasons to be optimistic about this breakthrough, there are also challenges ahead, including the need for both sides to adhere to their commitments and navigate the complexities of implementing such a wide-ranging agreement. That's all for today's Barbaras Bulletin. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay engaged.